Slutty West going. Hey, we got Memphis rapper accused of killing his sister, baby father. Before we get in this bit, make sure you subscribe right now. I ain't gonna do too much talking. Let's just get into it.
Nobody waits when the family. Come on, 7th Street. For real though. That's the only for real. That's the only thing I can tell you. Don't come over here playing. Don't come to my Memphis playing for real. That would be called pairs on. Yeah. 1017. 100, walk down. I see the line pushing out and shit, man. Ain't no Memphis 10, man. You're in Merch Squad, Tennessee, man. You don't know where, so they see we on 6th Street. Be on the stern wheel, man. I ain't broken in yet. I ain't broken in yet. Say I'm tabs on the seat. You can keep your miss anything you try to understand shit. Y'all know I go out of town, learn how to drive and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Put it right around, put it on me, man. And so y'all want to get the vlog, man. Just straight off the temple, man. My man, y'all see this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Miles around the board and shit, man. Harass somebody like this, they say you need a black card. I don't got no black card. I'm still got money. Because I'm still stupid. I'm still with y'all quarterback out stupid. I'm just stupid. Yeah. I'm from one of the businesses. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? But I just keep on, you know, I'm straight up living. You know, I'm straight up living. No thick ass, hold up, face in the pillow.
We do have any details for
I ain't gonna lie, they be hard though.
Held in a shooting last month, shared her pain and grief after learning that her son's accused killer was released from jail over the weekend without bond.
This one's had a lot of us scratching our heads throughout the day. Fox 13 Sierra Jordan is live in North Memphis. Sierra, you talked with that victim's mother.
Daryl, the victim's mother, broke down into tears when I told her the news. She said she couldn't believe the man accused of killing her son right here on Wells Avenue was released in jail after a couple of days of being in it. She just wants justice to be served.
This must have to be a glitch in the system, because I don't understand how could they let a first-degree murder go. I mean, there's no explanation for that.
Markeith Taylor lost his life to gun violence on December 21st, according to Memphis police. The fatal shooting happened in a vacant lot near 660 Wells Avenue, and North Taylor says she's lost for words after finding out the accused killer is back on the streets.
He will cook, he will clean, he take care of his baby, he loves his girls, you know, and he had to beg for his life, because that's probably all he was thinking about, his babies.
Days after her son's murder, Taylor says someone fired shots at her home, her sister's home, and father's home too. Taylor says her late son had 4 daughters. She fears for their life and safety.
Everybody I see now, I'm really terrified, because I don't know who is who. I don't know if they got a picture of me. I don't know if they ride around. I'm trying to keep my family safe, and I have nothing.
Family, check this out. So 2 days ago, we did a story on the Memphis rapper, Matt Critter, who's the recent 1017 signee, and his cousin, who was allegedly hit up 9 times. But recently, reports been coming out that the new 1017 artist, Matt Critter, who we recently did a report on, had just turned himself in for first-degree murder. But check this out, family. The crime he connected to is the same incident that involved his cousin losing his life, where another man had lost his life only 2 hours before, only hundreds of feet from where his cousin was. And oh yeah, apparently, the guy he's accused of taking a life, according to a witness they gave to authorities, well, yeah, Matt Critter ended up posting that guy on Instagram, which we later gonna see. So before we get into this one, remember, family, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we're gonna jump right to it. Another artist whose career made it ended before he even started. Yesterday, 2 alleged gang members was charged after a man was gunned down in a vacant lot days before Christmas. As you see above, this picture of 25-year-old Matt Critter and his blood brother. And apparently, authorities have witnesses they've been talking to, which we later going to discuss. But the person whose life they held responsible for is actually the baby father of Matt Critter and his brother, sister. You might remember this picture on the last video we did, where he go by Mac Dent. And yes, he's from 7th Street, the same area where Matt Critter is from, in North Memphis. And he's the guy who lost his life 2 hours before Matt Critter. We saw the rapper Matt Critter do 2 things. One was vent online.
YC, EVG, 400K, all you niggas. I'm a permanent ass nigga. I won't smoke with you niggas. I won't smoke with you. Stop playing with me.
Now, apparently, it's all making sense, family. Now, my critter was upset that his cousin had passed away, which was retaliation for Dip. But apparently, my critter posted this. I got your girls forever, which is his nieces. I love you, big brother. Ends in the hood, hated how much I loved you. We had a bond nobody can break. I got signed, you was happier than from the hood. 1017, Dip 'em, I love you. Now, allegedly, this is why the Dip had ended up losing his life. After Real Memphis Street News had posted the Fox News article, he was getting a lot of backlash. But he wrote it the following inside his Insta story. Dip has kids by Critter's sister. She called and said Dip kept hitting on her. I really know what happened. So, and get off my page if you don't like what I say. So apparently, Dip had ended up allegedly losing his life due to putting his hands on his baby moms, which is the reason why not only my critter was arrested for the alleged crime, and also his older brother. Now, as you guys will later see, is that authorities have a witness. And what makes this even sad, man, is that the authorities may have their own sister as a witness. Who else would know all this information? Now, authorities claim it was 4 people involved. And one of those people was a guy named Lil Gary, who was actually arrested and released the next day by accident.
Member charged with first-degree murder walked out of 201 Poplar, no bond required. And tonight, critics who say there is a revolving door at the county jail point to this case as a perfect example of what's wrong with the Shelby County criminal justice system. Action News 5's Joyce Peterson joins us live now to explain what happened. Joyce?
Joe, 26-year-old Gary Taylor was released on his own recognizance. That is despite a witness telling police they saw Taylor shoot and kill the victim. A witness so afraid of Taylor and Taylor's gang that Memphis police specifically mentioned the witness's full name is not included in the affidavit for the witness's protection. And yet another judicial commissioner, not a judge, a judicial commissioner, has approved yet another bond that leaves so many in this community wondering, why do violent offenders keep getting out of the Shelby County Jail? Wednesday.
You're giving me a good
Damn, that crazy.
You tell the stories that matter most.
You're giving.
Wednesday, December 21st, 660 Wells Avenue in North Memphis. Cops say the victim, Markeith Taylor, was shot and killed in a vacant lot. A witness positively identified 26-year-old Gary Taylor as the alleged gunman. The court affidavit says Taylor is a known gang member who goes by the nickname Lil Gary. It also says due to the concern for the safety of the witness, the full name is being withheld. 10 days after the crime, Lil Gary was arrested. But then, one day later, he was released on his own recognizance. This Shelby County Pretrial Services bail setting form shows no bail for a known gang member charged with first-degree murder. The zero bond issued by Judicial Commissioner Robert Barber. Taylor's release, just the latest in a dangerous trend in Shelby County courts, says Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland.
This revolving door is like catch and release. Fishermen often do that. They'll catch and release. Police are catching, and the courts are letting him go. That has to end.
Of Gary Taylor's release, Mayor Strickland tells Action News 5, it is outrageous that a person charged with first-degree murder is so easily released from jail. This is yet another example of the revolving door at 201 Poplar, which puts us all at risk by releasing violent criminals back in the community and sends a signal to other offenders that there is little consequence to their violent actions. And this statement from Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy. The DA's office is aware of the inquiries surrounding the case of Gary Taylor, who's charged with first-degree murder and was recently released on his own recognizance. The DA's office played no role in the decision to release Mr. Taylor pending trial. However, we are monitoring the situation. Okay, and keep in mind that the DA's office, at the request of the NAACP, is still reviewing the case of the man who was charged with attacking a fellow golfer on December 3rd. That attack so severe, the victim needed emergency brain surgery, and I'm told tonight is still hospitalized. The suspect received a low bond in that case, just $5,000, and is out of jail.
Damn,
Live in the studio tonight, I'm Joyce
that's like
Peterson.
$500.
Over to you.
Lil Gary was later arrested the next day at his bond hearing. My critter and his brother had turned themselves in, like we stated earlier yesterday, on January 2nd, 2023. Someone off Mac Critter Instagram page wrote the following. Mac said he will be home real soon. Some small to a giant. He want to thank all his fans for supporting him from day one. Hit me up, Memphis 100 or Nino 1017 for any question. Thank y'all. The 1017, the menace. Fam, that was the story.
I'm gonna keep it 100. What else do you expect from a Memphis Savage if the nigga put his hands on his sister? What else do you expect? Duh, dummy. Like, what else do you expect, my nigga? Like, it's a savage. You can't put your hands on a savage family member. You can't. That just not. It just don't make sense. Like, you know her brother like that. You know her brother is savage. Hey, you gonna put your hands on brother's sister? Like, come on now. You got what was coming to you. You know what's going on. Like, come on now.
People who all knowing each other, which makes the statement from the guy baby mother that they all knew each other correct. But that seems as if though it's a story of domestic violence trickling down to your close loved one, like your sibling, your brother in this case. They end up taking matters in their own hands, and the rest is history. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And today, I'll catch y'all on the next one.
That shit really was all over some. You know how this shit go. You know you got a savage ass brother-in-law, or you know her brother a savage, and you gonna put your hands on her. Like, come on now. You don't even got no business really putting your hands on a female. You kind of got what was coming to you. I ain't gonna lie. You know her family. You know who you dealing with. Yeah, you got the right one, I guess. Shit, that shit crazy though. Now it's a broken family, broken household. You feel what I'm saying? All that shit could have been avoided. For real, like that shit crazy though. Anyway, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah.